Man, trying to stand out in today's job market. It's tough out there. You spend hours polishing your resume and crafting the perfect cover letter, and for what? To get lost in a sea of applicants, all thanks to those robot recruiters, right?
Yeah, those ATS systems can be brutal.
It's like they're designed to crush your hopes and dreams before a human even lays eyes on your application.
I feel that, and that's where I think this deep dive into RoleCatcher is going to be really interesting.
Right. Like everyone listening, we've got a ton of info here from their website, feature lists, marketing stuff, you name it. We're going to figure out if RoleCatcher is the real deal or just another overhyped platform.
Exactly. So from what I'm seeing, they're really pushing this whole optimize your entire job search angle from finding the right roles to easing interviews.
That's a bold claim. But they seem to be focusing on a pain point a lot of job seekers face. Those pesky applicant tracking systems.
And from what they're saying on their site, it looks like RoleCatcher helps you get past those systems, even with their free version, which is pretty cool. Then they've got this Copilot AI thing for the paid users, which seems even more
They
intense.
call it AI, huh?
Yeah, it's supposed to give you some sort of AI edge. I'm curious to see how that actually works in practice.
Me too.
Yeah.
Okay, so before we get lost in the AI weeds,
What?
okay, so digging into these role catcher features, some of these names are a little out there, like
Yeah.
RoleCatcher.capture and Board View.
Yeah, those names don't exactly scream job search must have. I'll give you that.
Right. It's like, are we talking about job hunting or some extreme sport?
Okay, well, let's break it down. So, RoleCatcher.capture, it's actually a lot simpler than it sounds. Imagine you're browsing job boards, and boom, you see the perfect listing. Instead of that whole copy paste thing, you just hit this button, the RoleCatcher.capture button, and it grabs all the important details and saves it to your RoleCatcher account.
So it's like a super-powered bookmarking tool for your job search.
Exactly. No more losing track of promising leads or struggling to keep your applications organized.
Okay, that's pretty handy. And then there's Board View, which I have to admit sounds a little too much like a surfing term for my liking.
I know, right? But it's actually a pretty cool visual tool. Think of it as a dashboard for your whole job search. You can see all the jobs you've captured, where you are in the application process, whether you've applied, you're interviewing, or, you haven't had any luck yet.
So you can see everything at a glance, no more messy spreadsheets or anything.
Exactly. It keeps everything super organized, which I'm all about. And while we're on the topic of organization and optimization, they've got this feature called Scored CV Resume that I'm really curious about.
Oh yeah, that one caught my eye too. It claims to tell you which version of your resume is most likely to get past those ATS bots, right?
Right. And this is where I think their AI analysis comes in, which we'll dive into more later.
Okay, so it actually analyzes your resume and gives it a score based on things like keywords and formatting.
Exactly. It's all about making sure your resume is speaking the ATS language, so to speak.
So you're not just throwing your resume into the void and hoping for the best,
Right. You're giving yourself the best possible chance of actually getting noticed by a human.
which at the end of the day is what we all want. Okay, so speaking of AI, let's talk about this Copilot AI. It sounds like the ultimate job search cheat code, but is it really that good? I mean, we've all seen AI tools that promise the moon and deliver a whole lot of nothing.
I hear you. It's easy to get swept up in the hype, especially with all the AI buzz these days. But what sets this apart from something like ChatGPT, which everyone's using now, is how it all works together with RoleCatcher.
So it's not just a standalone AI tool, it's more like an integrated part of the whole platform.
Exactly. It's not like you have to start from scratch with every job application. Copilot pulls all that info you've already given to RoleCatcher, your skills, experience, the kind of jobs you're going for. And get this, it actually uses that information to customize your application for each job.
Wait, so it's not just sending out the same generic resume and cover letter to a million different places?
Nope. That's the beauty of it. It tailors everything to highlight what's most relevant for each specific job description.
That's a game changer, especially with those ATS systems, because who knows what those things are looking for half the time.
Tell me about it. But by using Copilot, you're basically speaking their language and increasing your chances of actually getting seen by a real live human being.
Okay, so bottom line for our listeners is RoleCatcher, especially with this Copilot AI, the secret weapon to landing that dream job.
I wish there was a simple answer to that. There's no magic bullet when it comes to job hunting. It takes effort, it takes persistence, but RoleCatcher definitely gives you a serious leg up. Even if you're just using the free version, just getting organized, understanding what employers are looking for, that's huge.
If you're really serious about taking your job search to the next level and you're ready to invest a little bit,
Copilot AI is where it's at. It takes care of all that tedious stuff, tailoring your application, optimizing for the algorithm so you can focus on showcasing your personality, your unique skills, because that's what really makes you stand out.
so whether you're using RoleCatcher or any other tool out there, remember, it's not just about checking all the boxes for the robots, it's about letting your human brilliance shine through. That's
Yeah.
what's going to land you that dream job.